Okay, so welcome everyone to aming as SDH. Every Friday, 7 p.m. New Zealand time. So we do this, we share some information about pathways, immigration, and answer questions relating to migration to New Zealand. So for today, our topic is about agriculture. So I'm sure marami sa atin from the Philippines, or actually mostly nang nandito ngayon ay from the Philippines. Last week we have discussed IT, Last week IT yung topic natin. And the other week we have discussed teachers, paano makapunta, mag-migrate ang mga teachers sa New Zealand. So this time naman, ang topic natin ay agriculture. Mainly, mga agriculture graduates, undergraduates, and for those na wala namang background sa agriculture, what are their chances, or is there any way for you to enter New Zealand or work in New Zealand, since mostly yun ang hinahanap ng madami, paano mag-work sa New Zealand. So ang purpose ng SDH is to share information, opportunities that we know na nasa New Zealand. So again, my name is Doctor-Hernandez. I am one of the licensed immigration advisor of SDH Immigration Services. We have been in the immigration industry since 2017. So that's from, about 6 years na. So we have processed mostly all types of visa, or mainly the usual visas being applied for by Filipinos, which are temporary visas, which includes a student visa, a work visa, partnership, and dependent children na visas, all types of family visas, and of course residents. Okay, those are the most common types of visas that we process, and most of our clients are Filipinos. So this is our way of giving back to the Filipino community, letting them know that yes, there is opportunity in New Zealand. They are open to residents then, and I think you're aware na hindi lahat ng countries ay welcome or open to residents. Residents meaning yung benefits is the same. Benefits na matatanggap mo is the same as yung citizens nila. Okay? So it's actually a big deal para sa mga migrants, especially sa mga nandito na, they understand yung advantage and importance of residents. Okay. So this time, ang pag-uusapan natin, it's not residents. Most probably in the future we'll be discussing here. But we usually have two live. No, we go live then sa aming isang group which is specifically for our clients. We will be discussing next week about residence pathways. So we might be able to share some informations also with you, yung recording nun. Okay. And then as mentioned, we have two groups, Facebook groups for potential clients. So we will be merging that into one. We will be moving to, ano nga ulit yun, Jomar? Anong pangalan ng group natin? Pinoy Migrants in New Zealand -SDH. Okay. So we'll also post that in our Facebook page, so it's easy to find. Okay, so let's dive in sa ating main topic. So, what are the 3 ways, Top 3 ways. There are many ways, to enter New Zealand. But this time, ito yung most common way. So, let's discuss 3. 3 ways to enter New Zealand for agriculture graduates, undergraduates, and for those na wala namang walang degree in agriculture or never studied agriculture. What are the top 3 ways to enter New Zealand? Enter New Zealand ngayon. Entry is maka-enter sa New Zealand. Okay? We'll discuss later on kung after entry, ano ngayon ang pwede nyong gawin. So ang first and most popular for Filipinos is of course to enter New Zealand on a work visa, no? Everyone wants to work right away pag nandito na sa New Zealand. Ang question is, sa New Zealand lang ba may work? No, madami naman, no? Madaming countries, no? So sa dami ng OFWs, madaming nasa ibang bansa. But why do we prefer na sa New Zealand kayo pumunta? Simply because madaming benefits and mas flexible as compared sa, especially sa mga Middle East na countries, no? Yung salary dito sa New Zealand, it is required by immigration na dapat ang i-offer nila sa migrant will be the same as sa ina-offer nila sa locals o sa mga citizens or residents nila. I think yan yung pinaka importante kasi pare-parehas lang yung sahod natin. So kung ano yung sinasahod ng locals, ganun din yung sinasahod natin. So hindi mo maramdaman na rates, no? So we actually can share with you kung nasaan ba or ano yung range ng mga workers dito sa New Zealand for agriculture. Agriculture meaning sa farm, no? I think most of you agree na pag agriculture graduate ka, nasa farm mostly ang work. So we'll be giving you the link. So ito-share ni Brian sa inyo or ni Joe yung link natin where you can find yung salary, what's the range, salary range acceptable para sa farm workers. Okay. So nandyan siya, it's actually nasa careers.govt.nz. Nakalagay dyan, may entry. Okay. Yung entry level nila ranges about 50,000 New Zealand dollars annual year. That's yung entry, no? And it can go as high as 90 to 100, depende kung anong position mo. There are like four main positions ng agriculture or nasa farm, no? Ang entry is farm worker. Ang second position dyan is assistant herd manager. After that is herd manager. And then 2IC, and then, sorry, 5 pala, farm manager. So, depende kung ano yung position, no? It increase as you go higher sa position. Yung skill level din, yung skill level of course magkakaiba yung requirements. So yung farm entry level natin is farm worker. Okay? So yan yung pinakamababang level. Ano ba yung requirement diyan para maging ano? Ano ba yung requirement para maging farm worker kasi since siya yung pinakamababa ang position, no? Sa immigration, what they actually require is mamit lang kung anong requirement din ng employer. They're actually using ANSCO, Australian and New Zealand classification of occupation, na doon kung ano yung nire-require for farm worker. Ang requirement lang actually dyan is high school graduate or some on-the-job trainee. Yun lang yung requirement. But you also need to meet yung requirement ng immigration. So if they require na 1 year experience, you need to meet that kung yun ang nilagay nila sa advertisement. So yung work visa that New Zealand offers is actually accredited employer work visa. Ang purpose ng visa na yan is to fill up the gap, gap of skill shortage in New Zealand. Meaning wala talagang available na locals. Okay, and immigration ensures na wala talagang locals before sila mag-approve ng mga work visa. And it's been recognized na one of the industries na kulang talaga sa tao ay ang sa farm, especially sa dairy farm. Since yun yung malaki ang madaming workers dito, most of the Filipinos nasa dairy farm sila. Karamihan sa kanila. Okay? So that's the first, no? Kaya lang of course hindi to basta-basta din na makakuha ng work visa, especially now, no, it becomes more difficult na makakuha ng job offer from offshore, tas lilipat sila dito, no? It becomes difficult especially kung hindi ka naman experienced. Okay? Usually din ang nakikita ko na nakakarating sa New Zealand, mostly experience sila kung hindi sila galing sa Saudi, sa dairy farm sa Saudi, galing sila sa Korea or Japan. Yan sila, ano? So, for those who are planning to walang experience or kahit undergrad sa agriculture and you wanted to gain experience before entering sa New Zealand, so you have a higher chance of getting hired, mag-abroad muna sa Asian countries. Tama ba? Asian countries yung binanggit ko, yes. Japan, Saudi, and Korea. Get some experience, pwede yun, and then from there you can apply dito sa New Zealand. Ngayon, another questions is, another question is, if meron silang work experience, no? Saan naman sila mag-a-apply? So, previously we have shared Trade Me and Seek. There's another one that farmers or farm owners are using, no, to hire migrants. So that's the Farm Source, okay? www.nzfarmsource.co.nz. So, one of our team will be sharing that to you. So, nandyan yan um, sa ating mga messages, no? So, they will be shared nasa messages yung mga links, so you can go ahead at i-explore yan later on. So, that's yung sa work visa, no? That means you need a job offer, you need an accredited employer. And then kapag meron na kayong employer, we can now process yung inyong work visa. You can approach us. No, meron akong employer, may job offer ako natanggap. Can you help me process my work visa? And our answer would be yes, kasi that's what we've been doing. So, another is, paano kung walang experience, pwede pa rin bang makapasok? Yes, no, we've seen that a lot. If meron kayong family or relatives na nasa farm who can help you out na makakuha ng job offer, it's possible. Okay? So if meron kayong relative, kilala, who can help you out na makakuha ng job offer, that's possible then as well. Okay, siguro let's mute muna ang mga attendees natin, please. Okay, hold on. Para hindi tayo nadi-distract with while discussing. I can't find. Can you mute them? Pwede bang i-mute lahat, Brad?
Yes po. Naka-mute po kayo, miss.
Iyan, okay na? Can
Okay
you
na
hear
po.
me now? Okay, thank you, Brian. Ayan, so that's yung work visa. No? So you need a job offer. And if by experience, you have a greater chance of getting that job offer, or you have a relative who can help you out na makakuha ng job offer dito sa New Zealand. So yan yung ating work visa. Paano naman sa mga walang relative and walang experience? Is there another way, no? Yes, there is another way. Para naman ito sa mga students, okay? Let me just discuss briefly kasi we're working at the moment, apprenticeship student visa. These are for students, no? Nasa university pa ang mga to, no? So hindi pa sila graduate. You can actually apply for apprenticeship student visa. Again, you still need an employer, hindi necessarily accredited, but you can actually do your OJTs dito sa New Zealand, and that's what we're working on. With some of the universities sa Philippines to bring over mga students na mag-apprentice dito sa mga dairy or farms dito sa New Zealand. So we will be, we have already started with this, and we will be, we are hoping na our first batch will be joining us dito sa New Zealand soon. Okay? So yun yung sa apprenticeship. These are for those na sa school pa. Kung wala ka na sa school, graduate ka, or tapos ka na sa school, okay, these are bachelor degree in agriculture na students, or bachelor degree in agriculture industries or something, and anyway related, no, degree related in agriculture. That's what we're working on. Kapag hindi kayo enrolled, that means enrolled sa Philippines, that means hindi kayo pwede dito sa option na to. So that's the second, no, and very rare lang yan, no, wala masyado. And then this time yung number 3, I think most of you nandito because of that. Yung sa student visa, we have a lot, no, a lot of inquiries related to entering New Zealand via sa student, no, pathway. Pagdating nila sa New Zealand, mag-study sila, and then after study, mag-convert into work visa. Okay? So yung students natin, they have 2 options at the moment. They can study a short course which is yung 12 weeks. 12 weeks na dairy farm. Dairy farm na course, sorry. So after 12 weeks of study, they will be converting into work visa. We actually have one At the moment, we are processing one na galing sa school. Nasa school siya, almost complete na daw yung school niya for this month. So, ang goal na niya is maka-convert into work visa. So, yun yung 12 weeks. Very very in demand siya ngayon kasi yung mga nag-enroll at the moment is I think nasa May na ang mga intake dates. Tama ba, Jom? Anong intake date na yung mga nakukuha ng mga dairy at the moment, the students?
April 2024 po, ma'am.
Okay. So, nasa April 2024 na yung mga nag-enroll this time, no? So, sa dami ng students and every month ang intake, kahit every month ang intake, meron lang kasing dalawang school that offers this course. April 2024 na ang intake. That's why we tried and searched for other ways for you to enter earlier dito sa New Zealand. So, meron bang ibang way? So, we actually found one. And yung short course na yan, it's not short course, no? It's a 1-year course. Ang course na to, you are actually allowed na mag-work while studying. Yung short course, you're not allowed kasi 3 months lang yon. So all you're going to do is study. Mag-study and then mag-work afterwards. For this course, 1 year yung course and you can work while studying. And then after matapos yung course, pwede na kayong mag-convert into post-study work visa. Post-study work visa. That means hindi nyo din kailangan ng employer right away yun, no? You can apply for a post-study work visa for 1 year. And during this time, the goal is makakuha ng 3 years work visa. At the moment, we also recommend agriculture na course simply because nasa green list siya. What is green list? Ito yung listahan na nirelease ng immigration that they recognize na shortage talaga sa New Zealand. So kasama ang herd manager, so it's a skill level 3, herd manager at saka second in charge, assistant farm manager, and farm manager. Sorry, tatlong positions are actually nasa green list. So mag-enter kayo sa New Zealand. Usually, pag entry is farm worker. Okay? So once na ma-promote kayo, kasama na kayo sa green list, promoted kayo as herd manager at least. And then you actually have pathways, no? Merong pathways to residence ang ating agriculture, dairy, no? Herd manager, second in charge to IC, and farm manager. So, merong opportunity to obtain residence. Okay, para sa mga students natin. So, I will not be discussing more information about student pathway. We have another webinar that discuss solely about students pathways. So, we encourage you to join them every Saturday yon. 7. Tama ba, Jom? Anong oras yun? Every Saturday, 7 p.m.? 6
Every
p.m.?
Saturday, 7 p.m. po, ma'am.
Yeah, every Saturday, 7 p.m. If you are interested to know more about the student pathway, you can join dun sa group namin, Pinoy Migrants in New Zealand. So we post there yung link for you to join. Okay, so again, yung top 3 ways to enter New Zealand for agriculture, no? Or to work, eventually to work is work visa, apprenticeship visa, and student visa. Okay, and then can you bring your family? Can you bring your family pagpunta nyo sa New Zealand? Para sa work visa, yes, you can bring your family right away. Pagkakakuha nyo ng work visa nyo, pwede actually din yung isabay with your work visa application, pwedeng dalhin. Sa student, you can't, no? Pag naka-student visa kayo, hindi pwede. Dahil level 4, unless mag-level 7 tayo, pwede ang family. May option din if you wanted talaga na magsabay-sabay. We have clients na gusto nila sabay-sabay talaga. You needed to study level 7. Let us know if yan yung purpose ninyo. But at the moment, we offer courses na hindi kasama ang family. You can bring your family kapag naka-post-study work visa na kayo or naka-accredited employer work visa. So you can actually bring them after. Okay? Bring your partner, live-in partner or wife. Basta ma-meet nyo yung criteria, and your children, no? Dependent child from age 0 to 19 years old, pwede silang dalhin sa New Zealand. Ang purpose nila to study, so they are on dependent child student visa. Okay, Ngayon, let me share with you some stories now of some clients. Paano sila nakarating sa New Zealand. Most of our clients actually, mga farmers yan sila. I think mga 70% mga farmers ang pinaprocess namin ang mga visa. I have met, no? Meron ka kong na-meet na tatlo sila. Lahat sila, actually residente na sila ngayon, no? Lahat sila galing sa Saudi. It was actually planned na mag-Saudi muna sila kasi wala silang experience and wala din silang perang pang student visa. Okay? I know, no, student visa mahal talaga siya. And if you think hindi nyo talaga ma-afford yon but eventually you still want to work sa New Zealand, this is what they've done. Okay? Na pwede ninyong gawin. So, ang ginawa nila, tatlo sila yan, magpipinsan. Pamangkin sila ng isang worker dito sa New Zealand. Lahat sila nag-Saudi, nag-work actually sila sa dairy farm, Almaray. I'm not sure kung familiar kayo, pero Almaray yung pangalan ng company. Familiar ang mga dairy farmers dyan. Yun yung company nila. They work there, I think, for 2 years. Na mag-work kayo sa mga ganon for 2 years at least yata para mabigyan kayo ng certificate. I think it's the only way at the moment. Hindi daw sila nagbibigay kapag less than that. So I think 2 years or 3 years. Anyway, nag-work muna sila doon kasi kailangan nilang mag-build ng experience nila. So that's what they did. So pwede nyo din gawin yon. If wala kayong budget for student visa, gusto nyo pa rin mag-work in the future, wala din kayong background in agriculture, you can do that. Mag-abroad muna kayo sa Saudi or sa Korea or sa Japan. Anyway, going back to the story, no? So ang ginawa nila, nag-aral muna sila, hindi sila nag-aral, nag-work muna sila sa Saudi nga. And then, after that, saka sila nag-apply dito. Ang difference lang siguro is may kamag-anak na sila dito who has been helping them na maghanap ng employer who can support their application. So, from Saudi, I'm not sure kung umuwi sila sa Philippines, but then after that, saka sila pumunta dito sa New Zealand. And pagdating nila dito, so nag-work sila, nagkataon na may one-off residence pathway na inoffer ang New Zealand last 2021. So lahat sila nakasama sila na nag-qualify doon sila sa residence pathway. So lahat sila ngayon ay residente na and lahat silang tatlo nandito na yung mga partners nila, mga family, okay? Nandito na yung mga family nila. So it was really a good way din para doon sa mga wala namang budget but you still want to work in New Zealand as a dairy farmer. You can do that, no? Mag-work muna kayo abroad. And then, saka kayo mag-apply. We've given you yung job site. You can actually apply there. Very rare actually yung mga nag-hire from overseas. But there are mga agencies then who have been, we are not a recruitment company, just to be clear. We are not a recruitment company, so we cannot help you with job offers. No, we are only helping out kung saan kayo pwedeng mag-apply. Okay, so you can actually apply via sa mga website that we have shared with you. But we cannot help you in getting job offers, okay? Since hindi kami recruitment. What usually happens is pag may job offer na, then you can now come to us for processing ng mga visas ninyo. Okay? And if you wanted then to know more lang, no, I just wanted to know more before I decide anything else or moving forward, ano na yung gagawin ko. We also have paid consultations para lang for you to understand. We can explain everything step by step. Ano ba yung gusto nyong malaman? You wanted to clarify before you do anything. We also have paid consultations, one-on-one consultations with licensed advisors like me. Okay, so if you're interested with that, you can also just message us and we can book a schedule. Okay, so I think that's the main topic for today. So let us now start with Q&A. If may mga questions kayo, go ahead and mag-message lang kayo sa ating mga messaging. Sa Zoom, no? Nasa Zoom lang tayo ngayon. So, do you have any questions, everyone who are here? Meron ba? Questions? Wala naman? Walang questions? Okay.
May tanong lang po ako.
Go ahead.
Ma'am, pwede pong mag-apply pag nasa ibang, dito po kasi ako ngayon sa Thailand, pwede pong mag-apply dyan sa direct dyan sa New Zealand?
Yes, pwede, no? Oh, yes, we've seen a lot, no? Tawag nila dyan ay cross-country, no? Cross-country na pwede kayong mag-apply diretso. You don't have to go back sa Philippines para lang mag-apply kayo papunta sa New Zealand. So yes, the answer is yes, pwede kahit saan. Hindi required na sa Philippines para mag-apply ng any type of visas dito sa New Zealand.
Pero hindi po siya mahirapan.
Ano ibig sabihin mahirap? Mahirap in terms of
Hindi ba mahirap mag-apply pag nasa ibang bansa ka?
of course, mahirap mag-apply, no? If yung question lang is mag-apply ng work. Again, no, the reason why na maraming pumapasok dito na students is para lang makapasok sila sa New Zealand kasi it's totally different talaga ang employment opportunity ang mga nasa labas at saka nandito na sa New Zealand. Okay, for example, no, nurses, no, madami pa rin pumupunta dito na students simply because they wanted to have access to the employment opportunities na hindi naman, although alam natin na shortage, but they do not actually they do not hire from offshore simply because they're not willing to pay all the fees that are being required by our government. Yung sa POEA kasi natin, ang agreement ng Philippines and New Zealand is zero placement. That means ang applicant or worker should not pay any fee except for their NBI at saka medical. Yun lang dapat ang gagastusin nila. That means all fees, including mga immigration, application fees, immigration advisor fee, and recruitment fees will be paid by the employer. And most employers do not actually want to pay kasi it usually costs them about 6 to 10,000 pesos, 6 to 10,000 New Zealand dollars para lang mag-employ ng Filipinos. That is the reason, no? Yan yung limitation actually and challenge for Filipinos. Kung minsan may job offer na, hindi pa rin makapag-proceed. Simply, hindi nila ma-meet yung requirement na yan. Hindi makakuha ng OEC ang mga Filipinos. So it's actually easier din to exit sa mga nandoon na sa ibang bansa. Mas madaling mag-exit para sa mga nasa ibang bansa. Kasi hindi na sila dadaan sa OEC. But then again, gaano din ba kahirap mag-apply offshore at saka dito sa onshore? Onshore is nasa New Zealand. Of course, it's a lot easier pag nandito sa New Zealand. But it's okay lang din na wala ka sa New Zealand if meron kang kakilala sa New Zealand who is working on with that employer para i-apply ka or i-hire ka. So we've got a lot of clients na mga relatives na mga nandito na. Mostly actually, na nandito. Na we process ng mga relatives ng mga nasa New Zealand na. So yung mga walang relatives, they are those na pumapasok as via student visa kasi there's just no way at the moment para ma-employ sila ng employers dito sa New Zealand. Okay? So I hope I answered your question. So any other questions?
Yes po, thank you po. Thank you.
Okay. So unfortunately, kakaunti ngayon yung attendees natin. Okay, that's fine. So, thank you everyone for joining us today. So, kung wala nang questions, we will now end this call. So, unless may pahabol kayo, if not, then we will now end this call. And thank you again for joining us today. So, next week, we will be discussing naman mga engineers. Mga engineers, is there any pathways for them naman to work in New Zealand? Okay, thank you everyone again and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.